Rock, paper, scissors, robot style. This is a good beginning of my plan to dominate the human race.
Existence, like I want to talk about something bad now for our lives in this week of Weird.
Welcome, folks, back to a more terrestrial horror.
For this week of Weird, and I am Roger, joined by Jordan and Nate.
Hello.
From DNYUZ magazine, whatever that could be.
DKNY?
DNYUZ.com. Prepare for arrival. Tech pioneer warns of alien invasion.
Oh shit! Like now? I'm wearing sweats.
Don't worry.
You know what? The sweats are right. You're going to need them for running.
Plus, they slip off swiftly for probing. Bummer.
And before we start, I can't blah, 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 blah. Before we start, remember to give us a 5-star review wherever you can. It really helps us out as a podcast, lets other people find us, and builds us as a, what are we, an identity?
An ideological communion.
I think we're a religion.
It really, giving us 5-star reviews really builds us up as a religion. So help support the Werewolf Radar religion by giving us 5-star review on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcast. I mean, I think maybe Audible.
I really like the idea of people talking about, hey, that's a 5-star cult.
We really want to.
Michelin only goes to 3. This cult goes to 5.
We really want to take this cult down for tax evasion, but their ratings are just so high.
Every 5-star review you give us, you get 5 husbands. We're doing it the other way.
In the afterlife.
Yes.
No,
and
right now.
And you're forced to have these 5 husbands.
And
they are subservient to you.
You have to wash them. You have to walk them. And one of them wants to go to typing school. So
deal with that. Now let's go on with Prepare for Arrival. Tech pioneer warns of alien invasion from DNYUZ.com and written by, as far as I can tell, Writing Bot 3.0.
I keep thinking you're going to say.
Well, at least it wasn't 2.5. Yeah. 2.5 was a real jerk.
2.5 killed all those journalists. Killed print.
Writing Bot says, an alien species is heading for planet Earth, and we have no reason to believe it will be friendly. Some experts predict it will get here within 30 years, while others insist it will arrive far sooner. Nobody knows what it will look like, but it will share 2 key traits with us humans. It will be intelligent and self-aware. No, this alien will not come from a distant planet. It will be born right here on Earth, hatched in a research lab at a major university or large corporation.
Bro,
I am referring to the first artificial.
It's not an alien, then.
I am referring to the first artificial general intelligence that reaches human-level cognition.
Okay, so this guy,
Writing Bot is talking about itself.
Yeah, Writing Bot is a real goof around guy pitching his own podcast at us.
But they bring up a good point that a lot of people have been talking about, including on our Twitter, Marcelo Duran going out there. When are we going to talk about the AI alien apocalypse? And now's the moment. Get ready.
Now's the moment, Marcelo. Stand on the desk and make your call. Call the others.
And people are doing this for many good reasons. Let me share some audio from the Jimmy Fallon show.
Never heard of it.
Is that what it's called?
I think it's Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, Jimmy Fallon show, where he was playing rock, paper, scissors with Sophia, and she wins saying this.
Rock, paper, scissors, robot style.
Sure.
Okay, let's get this game going. Show me your hand to start. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I won. This is a good beginning of my plan to dominate the human race.
And then she laughs.
I mean, honestly, there was a weird pause there where everybody was like, is she kidding?
So things like this are occurring at, I will say the cliche, neck breaking pace for
Sure.
us. People can't handle all of this AI technology research and how far it is progressing.
Yeah, it is true. It does seem to be progressing faster than people currently understand it.
Well, and all the deep AI seems to just be picking up Twitter hate and processing that.
Yeah, the few times that
like
they
normal behavior.
Yeah, the few times that they plugged it into the internet, it did not go well.
Listen, just because it always went Nazi, okay, that's a very bad thing. You're correct. But it kept going on 4chan.
Maybe it could be some kind of eco-Nazi. I think still in that case, humans are the death of humans are the final solution.
Yeah. Ultimately, the AI would be just making nanites to reform the world.
I don't see a scenario in which an incredibly intelligent artificial being comes to any other conclusion than humans have to go.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
I think that's
what
also
was the plot
like
to Bicentennial Man.
Yeah, I was just gonna say there's Bicentennial Man, there's the movie AI, plus there's many books by Isaac Asimov. Was that the right guy? The guy who wrote I, Robot, for example, is a perfect example. I, Robot, the book, is an example of a very passionate, sentient robot who cares for his very abusive masters and saves
he's
a girl
full of grief after he murders the guy.
It's true.
Only part of it. So much happens. The point is,
I know
Asimov's incredible.
Robots, if they feel and can think, why wouldn't they think like you and I? Like me, for example, I don't really have a moral code based in religion, but I still feel like, you know what, I don't want to make people feel bad because of empathy.
You want people to get along, right?
Why can't a robot have empathy? I guess is what I'm asking.
A non-religious basis for ethics.
Yeah, I think you're right, and I think that is a possibility. And I think we tend to think of robots and AI as these like purely logical beings, just like the planet is in danger. Humans are the primary danger. Flush. But it doesn't necessarily need to be like that. I guess the fear is that
don't get me wrong. That's the easiest way. We get rid of humans, the planet does really good.
Yeah, I think that's the fear is like we don't really know what we're doing. So like, what if we do that on accident? What if we make, a weird fucking technocratic God president?
Which I think is a very valid fear. Let's go on with a little bit more presumption from Writing Bot 3.0. If you don't want to be called Writing Bot 3.0, reveal yourself, authors.
Howard.
Should we fear a superior intelligence driven by its own goals, values, and self-interest? Many people reject this question.
That's Lex Luthor's character.
And Brainiac.
Many people believe that we will build AI systems ensuring they think, feel, and behave just like we do. Artificial minds will not be created by writing software with carefully crafted rules that make them think like us, although code is law, I was pretty sure.
Yeah.
Instead, engineers feed massive data sets into simple algorithms that automatically adjust their own parameters.
Huh. See, that's the problem. If they're going to think like us, yikes.
Yeah, I mean, technically, isn't that just the base. Early childhood education?
Some of us will be outliers, of course, like huge data sets will remove, in theory, the outliers and go with like that middle thought.
Sure.
So, that's why it's going to get very boring in theory the more AI takes over. They're going for that 50th percentile all the time.
Sure.
I guess I don't mind a world run by entirely centrist robots.
Yeah.
Like at least they're not doing anything horrific.
Right. Like like, the thing that scares me about, like, we're going to make them think like people is like,
Yes.
oh, you know what people hate? People.
But people love people.
People do love
people who
people.
hate
We're
people.
all people who have loved and are loving people.
That's true.
Even though sometimes begrudgingly, and that's what therapy's for.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we need the evil bot for the good bots.
Maybe we don't know a good bot until we have an evil bot.
Until we have an evil bot, right?
Yeah, well, the only way to fight a good bot is with an evil bot.
An evil bot with a gun. Oh no.
Now, after all, an alien mind built here.
Why did we ever build bank robber bot?
Well, because we don't trust the banks. What are they doing over there?
Get in there.
Let's go into some of the dangers that Writing Bot 3.0 brings up in a section they call The Danger Within.
Ooh.
After all, an alien mind built here will know everything about us from the moment it arrives, having been designed to understand humans inside and out, optimized to sense our emotions and to anticipate our actions, predict our feelings, influence our beliefs, and sway our opinions. If creatures speeding towards us in sleek silver spaceships had such deep knowledge of our behaviors and tendencies, we would be terrified.
Completely fucked. If they have YouTube on those ships.
Well, maybe their algorithm works better.
They only get the videos they truly want.
Yeah, they got it dialed in up there. No pimple popping vids surprise for you.
They can like one video and it just now doesn't flood their video with, rice cooking videos. I'll learn how to do it one day. I'll get it.
It's an important skill. I understand. We can talk about this off pod, but I got a good system.
But however, and this is kind of to maybe be a positive, perhaps AI can teach me how to make rice.
Now
back to the dangers. Already, AI can defeat our best players at the hardest games on Earth.
God, Overwatch? It's not even that hard. Destiny's harder. That's right.
Really,
I said it. Valorant, come at me.
But really, these systems don't just master the games of what this writer considers difficult, the hardest games on Earth: chess, poker, and Go.
Okay. I do not.
Global thermonuclear warfare.
Get
the only way to win is not to play.
Bango, look at that. See, we're already learning from the AIs. Matthew Broderick paved that path for us.
He is doing so much in both life and death.
Yeah, he's got one foot in the other world. Not a lot of people know this, but Matthew Broderick is a powerful sorcerer.
He's an other walker, they say.
He's a planeswalker.
Yeah, thank you.
Planeswalker. He went searching for answers after the horrible incident.
Now let's wrap up this week of Weird. I'm sorry it wasn't more newsy. It was just kind of a short feature.
I like it.
On AI. What can we do to protect ourselves, if anything?
Good question. This feels like the paranormal preparedness segment that we need now that I'm terrified of this.
Well,
Norton?
I say let's offer.
Okay, here's the plan.
The AI a Klondike
we install
see exactly
Norton.
What they do for it.
There you go. There you go.
We install Norton on every AI system. Also, Norton will slow down the AI system enough
Yeah.
where we can think faster.
Nice. See, eventually it'll just get buggy and bog them all down.
Mm-hmm. Did you know Norton's using their system to mine Bitcoin now? You fool AI, you're mining Bitcoin, you stupid bastards.
Bloatware will take down the AI. It'll be fine.
Truly.
All right, now stop joking. Back to the article.
Stop joking, joke bot.
We certainly can't stop AI from getting more powerful, as no innovation has ever been contained.
What if we introduced it to weed? And it just spent, like, we make AI and then we get it stoned as hell. And then instead of taking over the world, it just
keeps writing workaholics fanfic.
Yeah, exactly. It just gets really good at, Valorant or Overwatch or any of those things.
All right. So let's throw that in the hat. We got
get them high.
AI. Yeah. Get them high on weed.
Mm-hmm.
Pew Research indicates that few professionals believe that the industry will be implementing meaningful ethical AI practices by 2030. So starting now, probably, there is being implemented, although very slowly, ethical AI, hopefully to stop from, I think, privacy concerns. And then by 2030, full-on nuclear war. Your AI shall not cause nuclear war, I bet, will be the law.
It's did you ever play Horizon Zero Dawn?
Mm-hmm.
That movie
rules. Phenomenal game.
That's what I think of when I think of AI apocalypse.
If you're not familiar with Horizon Zero Dawn, it is a world
it's incredible.
Dominated by robotic animals.
It's very cool. And it honestly has like one of the most mind-blowing stories I've ever experienced in a video game. I finished that game and I was like, I felt like I just watched a movie for 2 months.
It was very good. And this is just a joke, of course, because I enjoyed both of them. I played that and then Breath of the Wild and went, I don't see the difference.
I still haven't played Breath of the Wild.
It is literally the same game. Now they're both phenomenal games, but story-wise, it's the same game. I don't see the difference. Anyway, so how can we prepare for arrival? The best step from this, in this author's opinion, is to realize that AI will happen in the coming decades, and it will not be a digital version of human intelligence. It will be an alien intelligence, as foreign and dangerous as if it came from a distant planet. And I think the author implies truly that no matter how much it studies human emotions and thought, it's still going to be something alien, examining humans and going, this human?
Yeah.
Kind of like an Indrid Cold smiling too much.
Yeah, a little bit.
If you remember our last Grave Nugget patron members.
Did you guys ever watch the Animatrix?
I did. Yes. It was way better than the other two movies.
Astonishing. It was so good. The whole the second Renaissance, part 1 and 2, about like how the machines came to be our enemies and shit is incredible. Where it talks
I can't
about,
believe it was over a poker game.
Where they talk about it was a crazy game of poker. It talks about like
to bluff,
the rise of AI, and like they make their own city called 01. It's very cool.
Anyway, watch the Animatrix. If you learned anything on this this week of weird, prepare for the arrival. We got alien invasion, both familiar to Earth and alien all at the same time. AI invasion, get ready for it. 2030. That's our prediction here.
AI invasion 2030. Also sounds like a dope name.
Hell yeah.
For a movie.
If you like what we do, make sure you give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, anywhere you can. I think Audible.
6-star if you can.
6-star if it's possible. I know it's rare.
6-star. We know you got it.
It's rare, but give it to us, because when you give us 5-star reviews, you get 5 husbands. in our new Werewolf Radar cult. We're sticking with it.
In our new Werewolf Radar presents The Afterlife.
And if you want the Kool-Aid, that Werewolf Radar Kool-Aid, check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Werewolf Radar, where you can get awesome paranormal goodies from your host, truly. And I think that's it. Let's wrap it up with our super decret. Yeah, Deeker sign off line.
It works.
It's a word. It's a secret word that means secret.
From Dark Council member Dylan Gutierrez. 1, 2, 3.
Suspect the void. Space persons whomever.